So, you got a date?
It's just dinner, Ethan. Nothing special.
Don't take your mind off the trouble you've had with that arrogant cop, Luis Lopez Fitzgerald. Where are you going?
A lobster shack. I could use a nice, relaxing night out. After coming home from Paris, my life just seems to be one problem after another.
Only one problem, really. Officer Lopez Fitzgerald. All the cars in all the cities of the world, you had to crash into his.
Twice. Well, tomorrow morning, I start my 100 hours of community service at the youth center, where Luis is the director. He'll probably have me scrubbing the floors with a toothbrush.
Sheridan, don't get caught up in his vendetta against our family. He'd love to slap those handcuffs on you again.
Oh, don't I know it. Maybe Hank can help me forget about it for one night.
Hank? I don't know any Hank. Did you meet him at the country club?
Hardly. You're not going to be happy about this, Ethan. Hank is a friend of Luis.
What? Why would you go out with a friend of Luis? After all he's done to you, the way he blasted you on the witness stand?
I still can't get over that. I thought for sure Luis would go easy on me.
And well, he didn't. And didn't we talk about you only going out with men from our own social crowd?
Yes, but Hank's different. He's really nice.
Different how?
He's fun and easygoing. He's been away from Harmony for a long time, traveling abroad. Yes, he's blue-collar, but he certainly has a broader perspective than Luis.
This table has a broader perspective than Luis.
Ethan, it'll be all right. We met, he asked me out, I said yes, that's all. Besides...
No. I'm sorry that night still haunts you.
I need a night out, Ethan.
I understand, but do you think this Hank is the right guy to take you out? And do you know anything about him?
Well, I know he's nice. And he helped me get my car started after it stalled. Which was right after I almost ran him down.
You know, Sheridan, maybe you don't need a night out. Maybe you need driving lessons.
Shut up. Look, all I'm looking for is a few laughs tonight. Something to help get my mind off of having to work with Luis.
I'd like nothing more than to see you laugh again, Sheridan. You deserve to be happy. But ever since you got back from Paris, you act like the weight of the world is on your shoulders.
Coming back to Harmony wasn't exactly what I hoped it would be.
And Luis hasn't helped.
It's not just my problems with Luis. It's coming back to this house, being in this room. Brings back so many memories. Bad memories.
You have to stop thinking about the past, Sheridan. Whatever happened, it's over. You have to move on. You have your whole life ahead of you.
I know. And that's why I want to go out on a date with Hank. He has nothing to do with my past. I figured it would help keep my mind occupied for a few hours.
I'm sorry that time still haunts you, Sheridan. I just hope you're right about Hank.
So do I.
I just don't want you to get mixed up with a guy like Jean-Luc again.
I'm not getting involved with Hank. It's just a date.
Good. You know you and I didn't spend a lot of time in Harmony growing up. We don't know the town or the people very well. But now that I've been living here, I've noticed how a lot of the locals resent our money. They think the Cranes are trying to keep them down. Some of them have axes to grind against us.
We can't barricade ourselves in this house, Ethan.
No, but we can be careful who we associate with. That's why I was hoping you'd meet a guy from our crowd. At least who'd be from the same social position as ours. Other guys, local guys like Hank, you can't be sure what their real motivation is. Some of them might be out just to use you.
It'll be all right. It's just a date. No big deal.
Sheridan, I'm not trying to lead your life for you. You're my favorite aunt. I love you. I want to protect you.
I know.
Promise me you'll be careful tonight?
I promise. With all that I've been through with Jean-Luc and all the other creeps, if Hank even begins to give me trouble, I'll dump him on the spot and come right home. Thanks for keeping me company while I get ready, Ethan.
Sure. Oh, the cottage looks great, Sheridan.
Yeah, I like living here. There's nothing in this cottage that reminds me of that night.
Well, I'd rather have you staying in the main house, but I understand why you're more comfortable out here.
Well, my father, or your father for that matter, can never understand why I wanted to stay in the cottage. Every time I would come home from boarding school on holiday, my father or Julian would try to talk me into staying in the main house. I can't sleep there anymore. Not after what happened.
Sheridan, whatever happened that night, everyone's forgotten about it. Stop dwelling on it.
I know. That's why all I'm going to think about now is having a nice dinner at the Lobster Shack and sharing some laughs with someone who knows nothing about my past.
I still wish I knew more about this Hank guy.
Don't worry, Ethan. I told him to meet me at the restaurant. That way I'll have my own car if I want to leave. I didn't want him to pick me up here just in case he turned out to be a total creep. I'd like you to meet my nephew, Ethan. Ethan, this is Hank Bennett.
How you doing?
I'm going to change. I won't be long.
You know, Ethan, growing up in Harmony, I've naturally heard a lot about the Crane estate.
Have you, Hank?
Yeah. I'm glad I finally got a chance to see it. The house and the grounds are amazing. It must be great living here.
It's got its good points.
I know a lot of people in town resent the Crane money and power, but hey, a lot of people in Harmony wouldn't have jobs if it wasn't for Crane Industries. It's kept a lot of people employed, even during the lean years.
That's right.
Well, I think it's commendable how much your family's done for this community.
Thank you. Sheridan tells me you've been away from Harmony for a while.
Yeah, that's right. I've been traveling. My mother always said that I was born under a wandering star.
Traveling where?
Wherever I could get to. Hong Kong, Chile.
Why'd you come back to Harmony?
To see my family. You probably know my brother Sam, the police chief.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the members of the Harmony Police Department don't seem to be getting along very well with the Cranes these days.
Okay. Next question.
Do you plan on staying in Harmony long?
I don't know. I hadn't planned on it. I mean, my original plan was to put together a little nest egg and then get back out on the road, but, I think I'm gonna wait and see what happens. And then I'll decide if I'm gonna stay or go. I don't know. I mean, I like to keep things, fluid, you might say.
What kind of work do you do?
I haven't had a grilling like this since I picked up a girl for senior prom. Do you give all your aunt's dates the third degree? Or just the ones that are friends with Luis Lopez Fitzgerald?
Hank, I hope you're nothing like your friend Luis. I don't have any respect for him. He's made it very clear he doesn't like the Cranes. And all he cares about is causing trouble for my family.
Well, that doesn't sound like the Luis I know. The Luis I know is a fair man.
You know, maybe there's two Luis Lopez Fitzgeralds in Harmony.
No, I think Harmony's only big enough to handle one. Ethan, look. We come from two different worlds, okay? You grew up knowing your place in society, knowing you could go to any school you wanted or live anywhere you wanted. Now, me and Luis, we don't know those things. We had to make our own way. Okay, now, Luis is a respected policeman in his hometown, and I've had the opportunity to travel and see places I never thought I'd see, but we're both still making our own way. Now, I think Luis is a fine man. I respect him. You have a different opinion of him, and I respect that. But don't judge me based on how you feel about Luis. I'm my own man. Judge me on my own merits.
You're a straight shooter, Hank. I like that.
Thanks.
I hope you never give me a reason to change my original opinion of you. I gotta go. I got a date with Quinn. Good luck tonight. He seems like an okay guy, this Hank.
I told you.
It's nice meeting you, Hank.
Yeah, you too, Ethan. I guess we